So I want to talk about scale questions in the next two podcasts. And scale questions are really, really easy if you understand how they work. Check this out. Let's read this question. It says, on the map with a scale of 1 is to 4,750,000. You're going, what? What? What is this? Well, guess what? That's a throwback right there. Do you remember that guy? Proportions. Do you remember proportions? Oh my goodness. That takes you back, doesn't it? Grade 7, baby, is when you did those. Now, here's the important thing about scale questions. I'm going to show you this before I even read the rest of the question. All scale questions are based on two types of scales. Centimeters to centimeters, if you're dealing with metric, or inches to inches. So if you look at the first part of this question, it says, on the map of scale 1 is to 4,750,000, are you dealing with centimeters or are you dealing with inches? You don't know. Not until you read a little bit more. Now, okay, so let's keep on reading, starting here. It says the distance between Seward and Anchorage in Alaska is 1 3/4 inches. Guess what? That automatically defaults you right to inches to inches. So that tells you that this guy is in inches to inches. See how it works? Okay, then it asks you, okay, so the map is incredibly detailed and it's to scale. So if you actually measure a distance on the map, which we did, you got 1 3/4 inches, you can actually put it on this little scale here and determine the actual distance in miles in this town. Oh, so that's how we're doing things. You got it. Watch this. Now, how do you do proportions? Real super simple. You see this proportion? Change it to an equal sign. That's how easy this is. 1 equals to 4,750,000. Now, I know what you're saying. How can 1 equal to 4,750,000? Gosh, I wish I could do that. Because could you imagine my bank account? You only have $1 in your bank account, sir. No, I have 4,750,000. Yeah, no, it ain't gonna work. We haven't finished this yet. We're setting up the proportion. And if you remember proportions, a lot of it dealt with, guess what? Our favorite little words, cross multiply. Aha! So what does 1 mean? Well, 1 means your map. This is your map. So 1 inch on your map represents 4,750,000 what? Remember, this is inches to inches. This means 4,750,000 inches in real life. Oh, I see now. Yep, that's how it works. Okay, so check this out. You have 1 3/4 inches. Now, wait a second. 1 3/4 inches. Do you remember how to convert that into a decimal? 3 divided by 4, yeah, you got 1.75 inches. That's what you actually measured on the map. So guess what? Right underneath here, I'm going to put 1.75 inches. There it is. There's all my map stuff. 1 inch is 4,750,000. 1.75 is, I don't know. That's what I'm trying to figure out. How far is this in real life? Guess what? I just set up a cross multiply. I just set up the cross multiply. Check this out. Hardest cross multiply in the world. 1 times x. Not sure. I think that's just x, right? 1 times x is just x. And then cross multiply this. You got 1.75. So let's start putting this in the calculator because these are big numbers. 1.75 times, okay? Go back to here and tell me what it is. Oh, 4,750,000, okay? 4,750,000. Got it? Look what you got. You got 8,312,500. Okay, go back to here. 8 million and what? 8,312,500. 312,500. Well, what? Remember, this was all in inches. Got it. So guess what? They want your answer to the nearest mile. You got to convert this to miles. Well, you know how to do that. That's easy. Okay. First thing I'm going to do is get rid of the inches. And let's convert it because we know we can't go directly from inches into miles. Let's do a go-between. I don't know, let's do yards. Sure, why not? Okay, 36 inches in 1 yard. So guess what? The inches and inches cancel. I'm now in yards. I want it in miles. Here we go. Let's do the miles. Yards on the bottom, miles on top. We know it's 1760. So we're going to take this number that's still in our calculator, this 8,312,500. We're going to divide it by the 36 and divide it by the 1760. Let's go. Here we go. Divide it by 36. And I'm going to divide this guy now by 1760. Now, it's not going to be a perfect number, but it's going to be pretty close. It's 131. Okay, let's go back to here because it said to the nearest mile. Your answer is 131 miles. So 1 3/4 inches on this map works out to be 131 miles in real life. Cool question. Stay tuned. We got one more scale one for you.